Transformation in 3, 2, 1.
Hi, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. I just wanted to pop in and say hello to you guys. It's Halloween. Blessed Samhain. Wishing you guys such beautiful energy tonight. Transformation, big time transformation. We just went trick-or-treating and it was wonderful. Kids were happy. Everybody was smiling. There was like this uplifted energy. And it's just pure joy, right? And I see that. I see what the ancestors have been bringing to us. They're bringing us that feeling of, I'm hearing cleverness, which is exactly what we need right now, isn't it? A little bit of, I'm hearing thoughtfulness, follow through, a little bit of follow through. I was seeing a butterfly, these beautiful rainbow wings coming in. And I'm seeing a love heart. I think there's going to be like a transformation in the way that you express love and that we express love to one another. I'm hearing Thanksgiving, and I'm seeing this. It's almost like a mayfly, which is interesting because it's like mayflies come out in spring, and then I'm hearing Thanksgiving and all these. Maybe it's something to do with the around the entire year, but also this idea of like longevity and also short-lived. So butterflies, insects, things like that, they evolved over a long period of time. They were here before most other types of creatures on this planet, right? But then at the same time, like a mayfly only lives for a day, a 24-hour period after it's exited its larval state, right? So there's this idea of, I'm hearing, get while the getting's good. Live your life. Live your life and stop letting your fears hold you back. This new way of loving yourself and loving others. It's about, we pull away a lot. There's been a lot of resistance of bucking up to one another. And I think those walls are starting to break down. I'm definitely seeing unicorn. I'm seeing a woman's face, and it's like this like a younger woman. It's a profile, and she's looking off, and I would say like it's like princess energy, like Disney princess energy. It's got that silhouette like they used to do, or that side profile silhouette like they did in Victorian times. There could be this idea of like getting back to beauty and like properness, but also finding that beauty within yourself, and whether that is something about like a time gone past, right? A time gone past, and looking at that and not being able to see like the full detail of it, but just the outline of it. And again, that feminine form, like what's in the interior space, right? Maybe seeing things differently, seeing femininity differently. And that's interesting, especially as we're going into the winter months, right? Because the darkness is the feminine, that yin energy. I'm just get a couple cards. Don't want to be on here for too long. Look at that. 6 of Pentacles. Wow. Death, scorpionic energy, right? Giving into that transformation, allowing the transformation to occur, that irrevocable change. What are we giving to? What are we receiving? This is also like some kind of an inheritance sometimes, but that won't be for everyone. I kind of like to keep the messages general on this channel, which gets really weird because sometimes they get really, really specific. There's messages coming through. Eight of Wands, fast moving. Something is, I'm hearing happening over time. What's interesting is seeing like the butterfly, seeing the mayfly, those transformations that occur. Some of them are in a blink of an eye. Some of them are over a long period of time. What do we harvest from them? What do we get from them? And again, what is given? What are we receiving? There's this idea of loving differently, right? Of being generous in a different way, generous of the self, not necessarily letting the guard down, but it's like coming through in a different form. You are coming through in a different form, right? Things that have ended, those things are done and over with. And it might not be the complete circumstance. I think sometimes people get carried away when they're like, oh, that's done. We're done with that. And it's like, well, do you have to leave the entire job, or can you be done with that modal? Can we be done with this conversation? Can we be done with this argument? Can this method transform? Can we really start to give differently? Can we start to receive differently? And can the way that we used to do it be done now, right? There's a lot of talking coming through. Be mindful and ready for those things. And when the transformation does occur, allow it to happen. right? There's something about that, being generous with the things that you've accumulated, and also receiving things, right? And again, there's like that Victorian picture, like, what have we received from the past that's tangible, that's beautiful, right? That maybe we could get back to, but then also keep in mind, like during Victorian times, like anything could get a woman put in a nut house, right? Because there was this expectation and really, really high ideals that were completely toxic, right? And we learned that the hard way too, didn't we? Look, phases. Wow, phases. Shine even when you're not whole. This says phases, the phases that we go through. And again, that death and rebirth process, the phase of the moon, that's what time it is. It's Scorpio time. The ancestors are out walking around right now. I can feel them. They've been talking to me. And for the most part, I feel quite comforted. And as you should too. Right? But there is some unsettlingness. There is some unease that's happening, not just in the mundane, in the 3D, but also in the spiritual plane. And we understand that these are phases and that it's the time for these things, and working with those energies, right? And shining through them, shining even when you're not feeling like you finished, maybe you're not done with the project yet. Shine through the phases of it. Right? Even if you feel like you're in a weird space in your life right now, shine through the phase of it. It's teaching you something, right? You're teaching others something by being there. And it's everything is temporary. I always say that, especially when it comes to my kids, like, if something is frustrating me at the time, it's like, this is a temporary situation. They're going to learn, they're going to grow, they're going to evolve. We'll get through it, right? This too shall pass. But if it's something that I'm really enjoying, like the way that they would say something when they were little, or the way that, maybe we were enjoying trick-or-treating, they're 17. That might be the last time they want to go trick-or-treating with dear old ma, right? The phases of things, enjoy it while it's good, right? Enjoy it while it lasts, because there's this undulation, and that's just part of the natural process. We talk about that, the wave of the natural processes, right? And we go through those things, and there is a time for things to come to an end, right? Those phases, and it's time for something new to begin again. And now is the time to let things kind of bed down, right? 8 of Pentacles or 8 of Staffs. We're going to be hearing lots, and look, discover, spot new opportunities. There you go. That's that rebirth aspect of it. Going through these phases, spot new opportunities. What types of opportunities does this afford you? All right. So we have the soul truth or something. Like I said, short and sweet. Do I know all of my strengths, and am I using them? Do you? It says we all have superpowers, but it's up to us to uncover them. When we live and lead with our strengths, we're able to show up in our zone of genius. This inspires others to do the same. Didn't I just tell you that you're an inspiration to others? Didn't I just tell you that? Didn't we just say that allowing yourself these phases allows others those phases too? Absolutely. Today's soul action, ask yourself, how can I use one of my soul gifts today to contribute to this this open and ready world? How can I use one of my gifts today to contribute to this open and ready world? You might start talking to somebody about that today. You might start having conversations, if not today, real soon, maybe tomorrow. Get to it, because and Queen of Swords was underneath that. I'm telling you, honest communication, little bits at a time, to express this transformation, to express that those old ways are done and over with, those old times are done and past, right? And we are open to receive, and we're also ready to exercise our strengths, right? Exercise our gifts. Show them to the world. The world is ready to receive them from you, and you got to do it because the universe gave them specifically to you. You're the only one who can. So what are you waiting for? All right. I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for remembering to hit like and subscribe if this resonated with you. And thank you for coming back and seeing us again next time. Happy and blessed Samhain. Bye.
Transformation in 3, 2, 1.